Good morning. So it's Friday. I'd like to do something a little bit different again today. We're still celebrating my week. I'm having a whole celebration week of 2 years of Wim Hof practice. So what I want you to do is do the breathing with me, 3 rounds. Then I want you to do this beautiful kundalini meditation. It's like an active pranayama. It's really going to build focus. It's going to boost your metabolism because we're going to fire up the thyroid, parathyroid. We're going to fire up the core. We're going to get fire in your belly. And that is the perfect time to get that focus to go into the cold. So if you do that regularly, then use this practice to then as a precursor to going into the cold. And if you don't, try it. Just go for it. Start warm, 30 seconds of cold, and then go back to warm. If you like the video, like it, please subscribe. Okay, so join me on the mat. I am again joined by Macy, who's going to help me with this practice. So what I want you to do in the what we're going to do in the final breath hold for 1 minute is take the breath, let it all out, and then we're just going to fold forward over those legs, taking a beautiful seated forward fold. And we're going to give the toes a little massage as well while you're there, because we're going to try and clear the pineal gland and get into the head with this practice. Okay, let's start round 1. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. We're going to do 30 big in-breaths, breathing in at 100% and passively releasing the air at about 70%. So in and out, 100% capacity in, 70 out. And just feel as you're breathing in the relaxation. Imagine you're breathing in relief, relaxation, you're breathing in calm, you're breathing in health and strength and goodness, and just releasing stress and anxiety and worries. Just be here, be present with me on the mat today. Okay, we're going to make this a very, very meditative practice. We've got 10 more breaths. We're really going to focus on ourselves and go inside. Really, really get into our heads. Keep going. Breathing in and out. Circular breaths. There's no gap between one breath coming in and the next one going out. Literally imagine like waves on the shore. 2 breaths. And this is our final breath. Huge one. And then let that breath go. You can let it all out. And then close down the eyes, pinch the nose shut if that helps. Or you can keep a sip of air in, and then as you come into the end of the breath hold, if you feel the carbon dioxide trigger, trying to force you to breathe, you can let out that little sip of air. Again, this is your practice. I prefer to practice fully breath out, but you'd make this yours. So really focus now on the sensations in the body. If you do this practice standing up, never do it standing up, never do it driving, never do it near water. But if you do it sitting up, you may find you have more sensations around the head. I do. When I'm lying down, I have more sensations in the feet and the hands and in my stomach. We've done 1 minute together. But when I do it sitting up, I get a lot more kind of head rush with it. So it's a very kind of different practice. So in the morning, I do it lying down. And generally, before yoga, I do it sitting up. So if you want to hold your breath for longer, I'll give you a cue. You'll put 10 seconds to go. So I'll cue that now. Pause the video if you want to hold your breath for longer. 5 seconds to go. And let's take a recovery breath in, pulling on the perineum, the root lock, the stomach lock, the throat lock, pushing up into the head, forcing the air into the brain. Imagine you're decalcifying that pineal gland, doing really well. Macy was full of life today, and let that go. We're going to go round number 2. In and out. In and out. In and out. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. They don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach you how to be happy, healthy and strong. They teach you how to be a cog in the wheel. I've nothing against schooling. Of course, my kids go to school. But it's also important that the kids see you doing these practices and that they can become a part of it, which is why I don't try and shoo Macy away. I just let her join in her own way. And my boys, when they're here, they get into the ice bath quite often. And it's going to help them in the future if they make this part of their life. We've got 10 more to become happy, healthy and strong too. So keep going. In and out. In and out. 5 more together. Let's make these huge, really big breaths. So from the bottom of the stomach and up into the head, taking that extra sip into the head. 2 more. This is our final one. And let it all go. And let's close down the eyes. Just bring the hands resting on the knees or on the belly or on the floor if you're lying down. And just really, really focus now on the sensations in the body. Any whooshing or noises or buzzing in the ears. Any sensations in the fingers, contractions of the muscles. We're preparing ourselves to go into the cold, where our sensations and the feelings in our body will become alive. And so we're really learning now how to focus on them and concentrate on them. Slow down your heartbeat in this meditative state if you can too. By doing this practice, we can slow down the heartbeat, and by going into the cold water, we've done 1 minute together. We also, after 10 days of practicing in the cold water, our heart rate goes down by about 20 beats per minute. And that will directly have an influence on how long you live. So it's quite an incredible gift. 10 seconds left if you want to pause the video. 5 seconds left. Let's get ready to take the breath. Recovery breath in now. Forcing up for the root lock, the stomach lock, the throat lock. Forcing all the muscles, tensing them all. Pushing up into the face and into the head. Hold it, force it, push the muscles up. And release. Amazing. Okay, let's go into round number 3. In and out. In and out. Belly, chest, head. Let it go. Breathing in relaxation. Releasing the stress. In and out. Keep going. In and out. You're doing amazing. Let's keep going. Belly, chest, head. Let it go. And where you start to feel sensations in the body during the breathing, really intensify it. Imagine you're sending the air directly to those areas. It makes it almost transcendental when you do it at that level, because you're really, really focusing on the interior space rather than your exterior. And this practice should be all about being present and alive and expanding your reality and experience here on the mat. 5 more. Make them huge. In and out. In and out. 2 more together. Ready? So our last one. And then we're going to hold this for 1 minute in a forward fold. So sit up on those sitting bones. Bring the chest to the knees and the belly to the thighs. If you can, fold forward and take the feet. Do that. If you can't reach your feet, it doesn't matter. You can bring them to your thighs or the knees or the ankles. And if you're feeling you need some support, you can put your hands underneath your knees, so you're not hyperextending those legs. Remember, this is your time. You've shown up for you. So we'll do it together, but it's your practice. This is completely breath out, remember. 10 seconds to go. If you're still with me, well done. Okay, sit up through the sitting bones, recovery breath in. Force everything up, the air up into the brain. Tense those legs. Hold it. We're just going to hold it for an extra few seconds this time. Force everything up. Ready? And release. Amazing. Okay. Come to sitting at the front of the mat. And we'll just take some recovery breaths in and out through the nose. So just coming to the cross-legged pose at the front of the mat, I just want you to breathe in and out. And just really absorb the effects of that breathing practice. Okay. Right, we're going to come into rock pose. So we're going to sit onto the heels. If that's uncomfortable, you can sit onto a cushion. The beauty of sitting onto the heels like this is that it massages out the ganglia of nerves in the spine. Okay, so sitting up tall for the spine, take the hand into Venus lock. Left thumb over right for women and right thumb over left for men. And we're going to hold the breath in and then we're going to pump the arms up 3 times. So, get ready to practice with me. So we're going to take a deep breath in, hold it, pump the arms over the head 3 times. Release the air. Breathe in. Pump, hold it, pump 3 times. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it, pump the arms. This is really expanding the lungs. That's the point of this practice. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it, pump the arms 3 times. Really, really expanding the rib cage and the expanse of the chest. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it, pump 3 times. Keep going, you're doing really well. Breathe out. Breathe in, pump those arms 3 times. Let the air go. Breathe in. Pump the arms 3 times. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pump those arms 3 times. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pump the arms. 2, 3. Breathe out. Breath in. Hold it. Pump the arms. 2, 3. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Pump. 2, 3. Breathe out. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we'll do 10 pumps. So back into Venus lock. Get ready, breathe in, and then pump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it. Pump those arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. Excellent. Well done. Okay, just come to cross-legged at the front of the mat and we'll just take some recovery breaths in and out through the nose. We're just going to take time between each of these kriya just to balance the breath. And try and keep the eyes closed for this kundalini practice. you'll benefit more because you'll be able to go inside and you won't be stimulated by external stimulus. All right, come lying long on your mat, onto your back. We're going to do an active pranayama. So we're going to breathe in slowly through the nose and we're going to raise the left foot. So we're not raising it to 90, we're raising it to about 60 degrees. And we're just going to breathe slowly in and out through the nose. And what I want you to do is activate the whole of the leg, the whole of the glutes, your abdomen and your lower back. So your lower back and glutes are your lower back and your abdomen are glued to the floor, and you're using everything from the base of your foot up into your chest to hold that foot in place, breathing slowly in and out through the nose. It's a really good way of getting focused presence during your breath work, so you're not thinking about what you need to do next after you get off the mat. Keep going, keep holding it. If it starts to shake, that's absolutely fine. Just shows you waking up the muscles. Pranayama and the breath is getting around the body, getting a little bit of a show whilst I'm laying here doing nothing. Mace is doing a little dance for you. Keep holding, keep breathing. Never hold your breath, remember, during this kundalini or any yoga practice. Okay, we're going to change legs. Exactly the same again. Glue that spine, glue the abs to the floor, pull everything in and breathe slowly in and out through the nose. Using everything, keep the resting leg active as well because that will help pin the back down to the floor. And just really, really using that leg to hold it in place at about 60 degrees. Really focusing on the sensations it's creating and sending the breath to where the work is. And feeling it, instead of feeling it as muscle ache or pain, feeling it as sensation. So it's not a hostile thing. This will also help you with the water. Because if you don't view it as a hostile enemy, then you will enjoy it more. Just sensations. Awesome. Bring that leg down. Just take some recovery breaths. Bring the knees into the chest and rock up to sitting. And meet me again at the front of the mat in easy pose or cross-leg pose. Or you can go into a half lotus. Go to a full lotus. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing pranayama. So block your right nostril and just breathe in through your left. In and out through the left. Long, deep, slow, steady breathing in and out through the left nostril. We're really going to get into the Ida and the Pingula now, which are the two main energy channels down through the body, which are parallel to the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. We're going to stimulate and balance both of them, and that is going to bring an all-round glandular balance throughout the body and stimulate your metabolism. But we're really working into the top. This is where Maisie asked me for a P. Change fingers now. We're going to change nostrils. We're going to go to the block the left and breathe solely in through the right nostril. Yeah, so we're balancing the glands and we're balancing the top 3 chakras, bringing peace and calm, but complete and utter mental clarity and acuity to your day. It's such a beautiful practice. And whilst it's not as active as some of our usual ones, it's still a beautiful all-round body workout. Okay, so we're going to do proper alternate nostril breathing now. So, if you can breathe in through your right nostril, block it, breathe out through your left. Breathe in through your left, block it, breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Block it. Breathe out through your left. Breathe in through the left nostril. Block it. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Block it. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Block it. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And now we're going to do alternate nostril breathing, but with breath of fire. So on the first round, we're going to breathe in passively through the left and then pump out through the right. So it's the same breath of fire. So we're pumping that breath out and it's passive in. So passive in left and then force it out through the right. And to do this at your own pace, it should sound like this. Like a panting dog. But do it at your own pace because we all find our own rhythm with this. So breathing in through the left, out through the right. Forcing it out through the right nostril. Keep going. Pump that stomach like bellows. Really firing up the body here. Now change sides. So we're going to breathe in through the right and pump out through the left. And then obviously alternating which nostril is closed down. So passive in through the right, pumping out through the left. Pump that stomach like bellows. We're forcing the air out of the body through the nose. This is like a master breath. So when you do learn how to do it properly, you'll really, really enjoy it. It's an amazing way to fire up the body. And just, if you're feeling a little bit foggy, just take a few minutes to do this. You're really, really going to see a difference immediately in your body, right? Big, huge breath in, hold it, force the breath upwards. Pull up the root lock and release. Amazing. We're doing really well. We're getting really ready to get into the cold. Okay, just close down the eyes. I'm just going to take a minute to focus and center that breathing. Find your heartbeat and just slow it down. Go inside. Focus on the sensations in the body, of that energy you're building up in the core. Really embrace it and enjoy it. Okay, we're coming to everybody's favourite now. Roll down onto your back and we're going to go into stretch pose. So you can keep your hands underneath your bottom if you like to give you support. But ideally you're going to lift up the head and the shoulders off the mat. You're going to lift the arms off the mat. You're going to lift the feet about 6 to 10 inches off the mat. And we're going to do breath of fire in and out rapidly through the nose. So again, we're going to look for this right rhythm. Rapid, forced out breath, passive in breaths. Keep going, holding everything off the mat, keeping a point of focus between your big toes. So the eyes are open for this practice. It will help you keep your focus and it will help you keep the strength. And this stretch pose can also help you get the strength of mind and will and character to get into the cold. Because it's not easy. And it's so tempting just to stop before you have to. But just keep going, keep doing it, and that will give you the strength you need later to get into the cold. Keep going. Keep going. Forcing that breath out. All right, big breath in and hold the pose. Pull up on the root lock, throat lock. Force all the muscles up into the head and release. Amazing. Just open those arms out. Take some beautiful recovery breaths into the belly, through the nose and out through the nose. Arms flopped open, fall heavy into the mat. Again, feel the sensations created in the body by that pose. Okay, now bring the knees into the body. Hold on to the elbows, bring the nose to the knees. And we're going to do breath of fire. Off we go. You'll notice that breath of fire in this position is a very different animal, and you're almost fighting to pump the belly because you're compressing the body down. But keep going. Get a beautiful stretch in the glutes here as well. We're all about the balance. Keep going. Breath of fire. Hold on to those knees and keep pumping that stomach. Kundalini is an amazing way not just to keep your body fit and your mind fit, but it actually, lots of these really help flush the skin and keep your skin looking young and youthful. Okay, take a lovely stretch. And then just fold over the front legs. And I want you to take those toes, the big toes, and give them a beautiful massage. Told you we're going to get into the glands, and so we are. We're going to massage the big toes. The pineal gland, the pituitary gland are represented in the reflexology in those big toes. So just give them a all over massage, rubbing them and just giving them a little squeeze. This is also a great way to alleviate any headaches by squeezing that area of the big toe. It's quite an interesting technique. It's a good way as well to see us as one organism rather than a sum of different parts. We are just one whole being, part of a greater system. Everything is just one. Okay, come up to sitting with a beautiful in-breath. Sit up tall through that spine. Fold forward again with an out-breath. Breathe in, come up to sitting. Awesome. And then we're going to lie back on the mat. Guess where this is going? We're going to do stretch pose. This is the final effort on this mat. So lift those feet, lift those hands, lift the head, and breath of fire. Keep going. Ready, go. Pump that belly. This is really going to fire up that core and keep your body and mind strong, ready for the cold. Keep going. We're only holding this one for a minute, so it's not too bad. Keep going. Just imagine the good work this is doing into those abdominals as well and the glutes. Hold your breath. Force the breath upwards into the head and release. Amazing. And then again, flop those hands open. Sink into your mat and just let that feeling integrate. Well done. And let's take some big in-breaths and sigh it out. Beautiful audible sigh. Ready? Big breath in. Sigh it out. Having those audible out breaths is a really, really good way of expelling any tension left over. So just breathe in now, slowly through the nose and out through the nose. Closing down the eyes, really integrating the sensations of this practice into the body. You've done so well. We've done lots of different pranayama, very active pranayama. I hope you enjoyed it. Bring those knees up, bring the hands to goalpost or T, and rock them over to your left, looking over your right shoulder. As ever, I'll always usually finish off my practice with a beautiful twist, because we want to shape that waist, but we also want to make sure we wring those toxins out of the body into the lymphatic system, draining away any of the junk that we've expelled from the organs, the kidneys and the liver. Okay, roll them over to the other side. So looking over the left shoulder, knees are rocked over to the right, twisting those organs, forcing out the junk. Keep those eyes closed, really focus on the sensations. And rock up to sitting and meet me at the front of the mat. We'll just take a couple of head circles. Breathe out at the back. Take it all the way. Enjoy the feeling. Breathe in. Other way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to the centre. Roll the shoulders to the back. Roll them to the front. Amazing. Bring your hands to heart centre. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the divine light within you guide your way on. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Sat Nam. So there we have it. We've done the breathing. We've done the kundalini pranayama. I hope you enjoyed that. Lots of nice breathing techniques in there, and hope you fired up. So if you're used to the Wim Hof practice, you go and get your cold shower now, or ice bath. Make sure you have someone with you if you're doing an ice bath, because there's quite a lot of deep breathing with that practice we've just done. And if you're not used to it, start your shower warm, turn it to cold, fully cold, and for 30 seconds stay in. And while you're doing that, take 3 breaths in through the nose and then breathe out for 6. We're going to stimulate the vagus nerve, which will get into your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, and it will calm you down. It will just calm you down. Like the alternate nostril breathing that we did, it's just going to bring balance. So I just want you to do that. So breathe in for 3, out for 6, keep it for 30 seconds, and then next week try a minute. Thank you for practicing with me. I'll see you next time.